Okay, that's better. Get that set up. Anyway, I just left. I don't even know if there's anything going on down here, but I just left Cats Without Cops. They're doing their nightly feed on 15th in Pearl, across from the Denver Community Church. And just came down here to the Capitol, and you know, the Trump supporters are down here. I don't know if they're still down here or not. Janet said she thought she'd come over. Maybe I'll see here. I just want to see what's going on. I'm not going to stay long. But I am just amazed and livid about what happened today. Ridiculous. I don't know. These people might realize that have been brainwashed so much they don't realize what they're doing is against the Constitution? I don't know. Whatever. I ranted and raved earlier. I understand it. It's just so there's a few of them left. You see, it's dark. I'm gonna go across the street. But this guy here on the corner. Waving it's like they were waving at the Capitol in DC today. They were waving American flags, and they were waving Trump flags, and they were waving Confederate flags while they were trying to do a coup. They're still down here. Somebody says, oh, here. You hear somebody says, go Raiders. Nice. Or good evening. I saw you walk by on Pearl, didn't I? Did you walk by?
Maybe.
We were just having a feed over there on 15th and Pearl. I'm sure I saw you walk by.
I think you walked by. I've been here since like 4 though.
Yeah, that was when we were over there. Or but maybe not. Maybe there's somebody else that looked like you.
Maybe.
It doesn't matter. Anyway.
It's always hard to tell with the mask.
How are you doing this evening?
Good, yeah.
I'm good. So, you just watching?
No, I'm on the Biden-Harris side.
I said you watching.
Well, I am watching, but
You're watching
also
what's going on.
Biden-Harris. Yeah, I'm doing both, yes.
Well, I'm not. Well, I don't necessarily support Biden either, but he is our elected president, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he wasn't my top choice.
No, Bernie was my top choice.
I like the button. Jail killer cops.
Oh, here, look at all my buttons.
What's up?
Can you see all my buttons? Oh, they're on the
Oh, yeah, I'm looking. So, jail killer cops, give a shit.
Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump! Fuck Donald Trump!
Fuck Donald Trump!
He's out! We're midnight.
He lost! Get over it!
Fuck Donald Trump!
Hey, what Donald Trump say? What Donald Trump say?
It's like you said. You lost!
Get over it! Fuck Donald Trump.
Hi. What's your name?
Ashira.
Oh, I know you.
Yeah.
I saw you on the video over there at the feed, and I was like, I know her.
Yeah, that's my mom right here.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, here.
I think I remember you.
Oh, I'm down here all the time.
Is it the painting of Elijah? Carol?
I did the painting.
What's her name? Carol?
Carol Funk.
Yeah, okay, we're friends on Facebook. You sent me a request.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, you took that painting.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah,
I know it really was.
Oh, right, the next day.
Yeah,
I knew they would, but I
in my
wanted
heart
to.
too.
Yeah, but I wanted to get it up. I got it on film, so if you go to my YouTube page, I got a video called The Fence. The Fence. I didn't get your stuff. I know, the balloons.
Yeah, I know. I saw them all. Yeah, she did have like paper to be all of us.
I know.
Some people's names.
I know.
Loved ones down.
You know what? I think there's pictures someplace. You have them on yours.
Yeah.
I should have put them in the video. anyway, it was a grand thing. Yeah, it was. So. And Janet said she was going to come down here. Do you see her?
Who?
Janet. Do you know who Janet
Yeah,
is?
she sells the pins, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, where I get all the
How's the other lady that was in the wheelchair? I forget her name.
Karen.
Yeah, Karen. How's she
She's doing good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was here at she was down here with the PSL march. Yeah. So she yeah. I wouldn't miss it. I wouldn't have missed that for anything. We haven't said Elijah's name enough lately.
Yeah.
And we still haven't got justice. But
No,
yeah, she was there. She was up there. I saw her. She was standing up there at the very top of the hill, and she was walking and with her boots, and she was yelling at the cops.
Yeah, she got out of her chair.
And yes, she got out of her chair to yell at the cops, and then she needed help getting down the hill, and then she got back into her wheelchair, and they went to go march, you know, because they were here the same day, and then they went to go march, and she went off. She went off after him in her wheelchair. I have you, She's hilarious. She's hilarious. So,
The very end.
yeah.
How long have you just got here?
Yes, I was over at on 15th and Pearl at Cat's Not Cops feed.
Okay.
Yeah, I just brought some muffins last night. So, and I saw. You saw what happened? You saw what happened in the Capitol, of course. Today.
Yeah. I can't believe it. I said what? I couldn't believe it.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. I just didn't think they would go that far.
I know. I know.
I never thought it.
Get on the street.
You know what?
Don't walk in the street. Make me
I said,
worried.
well, and then they said that they don't know if he's fit to do the last 2 weeks of his presidency. I
He
said,
should be.
yeah,
He belongs in
impeach
jail.
him. Impeach him.
He
He
belongs-
didn't stop any of that. He
You know,
could have said,
you know, he did his rally this morning. He had a rally this morning down in Washington.
oh,
Beforehand. So he had a rally, and it was an hour long, and he spewed all kinds of lies and rhetoric, got everybody all worked up, and then told them, he said this to the crowd, we are going to walk down to the Capitol right now. And then they went, they cheered, you know, and they went, and they thought that he was walking with them. He left. And then he didn't come out with a statement until hours later.
right, on Twitter.
And-
And didn't address the nation.
He addressed the nation hours later, and what he said, he came on and he said, you guys are special. You're special, but it's time to go home now. Trump told his president.
Oh,
Bye, good night.
So,
Good night. Go home.
A couple of them actually watched me.
how are you? Hi.
We're not gonna fight. Yeah, you guys can go.
I know,
You guys are being straight up honest.
No, but what did they do? But what did they do in the Capitol today? Somebody got shot.
Yeah, right. Yeah. These guys are like a little too pansy.
You don't think they're gonna break the windows and doors out?
Probably has enough of them. I don't think there's enough of them.
Yeah, there was a lot more down here earlier.
Yeah, it was, but not now.
sitting in the middle or sitting with the right?
Because I'm here to practice my constitutional rights.
Hi, Shay.
Hi.
How are you? Why are you not protesting?
We're protesting against voter fraud.
There's no voter fraud. Show me one county with voter fraud.
All of them.
61 out of 62. Yeah, 61. What voter fraud, bitch?
I'm gonna tell you, it's not a cute thing. I'm gonna just. That's all right. We all have our opinions. I think you're beautiful. I think you're a beautiful person. I came here for the Black Lives Matter protest, and I did protest peacefully.
Why did you have to mention that you protested peacefully? What does that mean?
Because I was. This is my second peaceful protest.
Your second peaceful protest
Right.
from May to what?
Actually, I came here in July.
Came here in July. You only
Right.
protested twice.
Did I say I came to the Black Lives Matter protest once? I said I came to a Black Lives Matter protest and protested peacefully. And I do believe Black Lives Matter. And I believe that you're a beautiful person. And I believe that all of you guys are standing up for what you think is right. And I believe that I'm standing up for what I think is right. I love everybody. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what you believe in. I really don't. I don't care what you identify as. I love everybody. I'm a proud patriotic American. And my father came here to give me a good life.
Okay.
Right? And that's what I care about.
Okay.
And what I'm doing here is just, I'm literally just speaking out about our constitutional right. And when the government, it is literally written in our constitution that when the government goes against our constitution, we are allowed to push back. And that's why the BLM protests happened, because it wasn't right. People shouldn't be killed for people shouldn't be killed for what color their skin is. That's wrong. That's wrong, and I believe that. But I also believe that anyone should be able to speak out about what they believe in.
What does that flag represent?
This flag represents my rights and not to take them away. Don't tread on me, it means give me my rights.
Is that an American flag?
What?
Isn't that an American flag?
No, they're two different things.
What's the difference?
So,
Are you a libertarian?
I am a libertarian, yes ma'am.
So I'm wondering, like, if you're a libertarian, why, with no evidence of voter fraud, are you supporting a man?
There is actually a lot of evidence of voter fraud.
Show me one count.
Why did he go 1 in 60 in court?
Pardon?
Why did he go 1 in 60 in court?
With a completely Republican court, they still decided that there was no voter fraud.
What evidence was there?
There are
There's
zero
tons
confirmed.
of evidence.
What evidence? Name one, girl. We're asking you to name one.
When I saw the news today, what I saw was people just
How are you defining
destroying
evidence?
stuff. A woman died today.
I saw
So
it.
for you
That was
to
very
stand,
unfortunate.
for you to stand for racist, and you say you're for Black Lives Matter,
I'm for
it doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not. Listen. I'm talking to you right now. You're talking to a black woman right now.
Right.
I'm telling you this right now. For you to say you stand for Black lives and you standing with racists is not true.
But the thing
It's
is,
not- it's
I
not
don't
but.
agree that they're racist. I don't. I was raised
Somebody
to love
over there
everyone.
yelled,
I was raised
"Fuck
to love
Black Lives
everyone.
Matter."
I did
How
not
is
grow
that
up
not
seeing color.
racist?
And I don't care if you guys think I'm seeing color, not seeing color is racist, because I see the person inside of you.
So,
right?
over there, somebody...
All of you are beautiful young people, and you all deserve to be here.
Earlier
And you all
today,
deserve
I
to
heard
speak
somebody
for
on
what
this
you
side
believe.
scream, "Fuck Black Lives Matter."
Right
How is that not
right,
racist?
Right is right, wrong is wrong.
But
At the end of the
The thing
day.
fact,
is, you
lies are
and
lies.
I don't see it the same, and we have grown up in
You're
different
assuming
ways.
that. At the end of the day, you're assuming that.
By
You're
saying
coming out here
that
with
Trump
no
supporters
evidence
are
and
racist
claiming
or
things.
whatever, libertarians are racist, I'm a libertarian. I'm a libertarian. I believe in the Constitution.
Okay,
You believe in the
here's the fact.
Yes, ma'am.
The objective fact is that an hour ago, I heard somebody on that side scream, "Fuck Black Lives Matter." How are you
I don't
gonna
believe in
stand
fuck
on the
Black
side of
All
people?
lives matter.
That's a bad look for
Black
you.
lives matter. How do you
It's a
think
bad look to stand on
Hold
the
on,
side
guys.
of
I
people.
can only listen to one person. I'm so
ahead.
sorry.
It's a bad look to stand on the side of people who are screaming "Fuck Black
Quite
Lives Matter."
honestly, I don't care how I look, because you know what? I felt proud to stand there and stand up for my constitutional rights, just like I felt proud to stand up there and stand up for Black Lives Matter. I will stand up for whatever I believe in.
And so now I'm asking, like, as a libertarian, somebody who wants freedom for everybody, you see somebody who acts like a dictator in office and then claims voter fraud when there was a rightful election. If you think there's voter fraud, show us the evidence. Because
right now I see
So
a
much
dictator.
evidence.
Name one. Name one off the top of your head.
The fact that there were more votes for Joe Biden than there were registered voters. How does that make any sense?
That's
That
not
is
true.
That is true. Look it up.
Girl, you look it up. Girl, look it up. What? Dylan, what's yours?
Right.
Who was going to be president?
Joe Biden.
Voting to the
Did I ever say that?
The margin between Joe
I'm not
Biden.
fighting against that. I hope Joe Biden. Look, I'm giving all of my trust into Joe Biden. And I hope that when he sits in office, he does great things. He does what? That's not what you told me. What did I tell you earlier?
You all for Trump, and you didn't like Biden.
Oh.
He said that I'm a libertarian, and I believe
The margin.
yes, that I'm registered libertarian.
You're doing this for the I don't feel like you're genuine right now.
Why?
I don't. You know, I don't feel like you're genuine. You were just posing a
So
couple seconds
the
ago.
margin between the Biden and Trump votes
I don't feel that this is genuine.
the margin between the Biden and the Trump votes was 5 million. So if there
That's
were
not.
it was.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm getting.
Okay, so the margin between Trump and Biden votes was 5 million. So if there was only a 5 million difference, then if there were more registered voters, okay, let me rephrase that. If there were more people who voted for Biden than there were registered voters, that means that Trump also would have had to commit voter fraud because the difference is only 5 million.
You think it's funny to open your heart?
Okay, so
Is your heart open, sir?
I think everyone's heart.
What is it open to?
Everyone's heart here is open.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're
See,
saying.
here's the thing.
Everyone's heart should be.
That's fair. Stand up with her. What are you doing? Go. What is this?
She doesn't want to be a part of it. She doesn't want to be a part
of what?
She doesn't want to be attacked like.
Attack.
She doesn't want to be She wants to stay out of it. Pardon me, I'm so sorry.
You came over here.
Yeah.
Talk to us. We were talking.
Yeah. Oh, I could not hear you. I could not hear you over there. And look, I'm open to hearing anything. Genuinely, I'm such a loving person. Like I said, I love everyone.
If
I
you truly loved everybody, you would be standing on the right side of history. Being in the middle is not helping anybody. Anybody that is marginalized, anybody that is marginalized needs your help. And we need you to make the right decision. And standing in the middle and being neutral is not going to help us. We need you to stand with us.
Right, okay. So do you know like anything about George Jorgensen?
I don't.
Okay, so she runs for the Libertarian Party, right? She's right in the middle. She is basically what she believes in is liberty, right? She believes in human rights, which you know, like my rights as a Hispanic are human rights, right? Like your rights are human rights, like whatever, you know. Hold on, give me 1 second. Like she's very representative of everyone having their rights and being, you know, treated fairly, right? That's what this party means. Is like I like you said, I have so much love in my heart. I truly like believe that everyone deserves their constitutional rights, human rights. Everyone deserves to be treated with kindness.
Okay.
Me standing over there isn't. All I'm doing is standing up to the government and saying, tell us the truth. That's all I want.
Okay.
That's all I want. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I'll admit that. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. And like I said, when Joe Biden gets into office, I hope he does great things for all of us. We're all young people. We're just starting our lives.
Can I say something?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so if the Libertarian Party is really all for liberty and freedom and equality for all, there needs to be some kind of, I am for this specifically. There is so much discourse between the Libertarian Party that there is no one specific stance. So if you're standing with the Libertarians, there's going to be people that agree with him, and you are standing over there with yourself. Give me 1 second. If you were standing over there with the other people that are standing on the right side, the people that are standing with the man that took away jobs, the military is the #1 employer of trans people in the United States. we can no longer work for the military. He did that. His administration did that to us.
And hopefully Joe Biden changes that. Yeah,
And he's putting kids.
So, I asked for evidence of voter fraud. You said there were more people who voted for Biden than were eligible voters.
Right.
There are 239 million eligible voters, and Joe Biden got 81 million.
Oh, what I mean is like in specific states. I'm not sure. I think it's Virginia that happened in, and there were a couple of other states. All I am saying is, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong,
think about
and I'll
the
admit that. And like
breach
I said,
of the
like,
Capitol
whatever
today.
happens, happens. And I just hope that at
They
the
all
end
belong
of the
in
day, we're
sale.
all safe.
So does Trump.
We're all taken care of, right? I hope that, you know, with like, I hope that, you know, more jobs are open. I hope that people are like able to live comfortably, and everyone. I mean, obviously not everyone's going to be happy, especially, you know, with the way that we're going. Like not everyone. Usually people have something to gripe about, right? But at the end of the day, as long as we're taken care of and treated fairly, and you know, people aren't getting killed for the color of their skin, people aren't getting killed for what they identify as, people aren't getting killed for how they dress. You know what I mean? Like that's what I care about. But what I also care about is that the government treats us how they're supposed to treat us. They're supposed to take care of us.
From what I've heard is that the ladies that started it, they're Marxists. They're not really. Hey, let me ask you a question. They just raised $10 billion. The Black Lives Matter movement just raised $10 billion.
The movement or
Yes.
the founders? You have to specify, because I can't speak for all black.
From what I understand, the movement, there was a lot of raising capital. They were raising money. $10 billion. I don't know. Where's it at? That's my question.
So why you told me that? So I could do research on it.
I'm just wondering where the $10 billion are that they raised to help us.
But that is a
The people here. I help these people. So, you know, I pick up trash, I buy them water,
Are
I
you
buy them
talking about the
food.
unhoused community?
Yeah, the homeless people.
Where are they? Where are they? Did you know what used to be here? Do you know what used to be here? Right. Homes used to be right here.
Right. And
So we need to help the
They're
homeless.
gone.
We need to
This
help
happened
them.
summer of 2020. The houses are gone.
What was here?
What?
Apartments or?
Tanks. They're gone. And there's been so many things happening. You're saying that you're for the people. You know that. Well, how come you didn't know that this
We need
happened?
to get these guys out of there because they're not helping us. What I'm saying.
Who's these?
Democrats.
Democrats? Huh? Across the street?
Let's go.
Let's go, everybody. Come on.
Let's go.
We're all on the same team.
All right, before we get run over. Okay.
We're just like about to get hit by traffic.
When we can talk and stay.
How are you? How are you doing?
Room around us.
Yeah, I'm good. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yep. Are you gonna come next Sunday?
Yeah.
Yay!
I was out of town this last Sunday, so.
Oh, and I missed it because I thought it was Saturday.
Oh no, that happens to
I
me
was,
a lot.
I was so upset. Oh, you're back! I was so upset. But anyway,
They just cut you loose and you get a
anyway,
ticket.
so
At the end of the day, we're on the same
Yeah,
team.
yeah, we all
Justice
saw
for
that. Everybody saw
We're all
that.
equal.
Right here.
Lucky they
Republican President was having a Trump flag after what they just did today. You know what they did
Ah,
today?
good to
A
see you,
woman was
brother.
killed today. While you're wearing that Trump 2020.
Well, you gotta admit, a lot of that happened on the other side, too.
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What happened on the other side?
That's wrong.
You don't know what happened today in Washington, D.C.?
I heard they broke, like, they went into the Capitol building.
Yeah, they breached our
Did
Capitol.
they just walk into
They
the Capitol
breached
building?
our
Or did
Capitol,
they
our nation's Capitol.
stole things, broke things,
Yeah.
Standing in the middle of the street.
Watch the news today, man. I bet you
Besides that,
This is a.
Just talk, guys.
What you say?
Just talk.
What did you say? What did you say? No, I heard bullshit. That's what I heard.
Just talk.
You said that.
Let's just talk.
Glad to see you.
No,
man.
what's crazy is
Let's just talk.
I have a shirt if you want.
I just felt that, like, research for me. Did she die? I hang out. I know, but I'm going to be cleaning trash with these guys here. I help these
Yeah, I
guys.
mean, I don't know all the details. I just came from work, so.
I bring them food and we talk. I like to hang out.
There's the point, actually.
The point is, what happened to the $10 billion? I don't see any of it here.
What happened to it?
Black Lives Matter raised $10 billion. Where's it at?
What happened today in Washington, D.C.?
Black Lives Matter raised $10 billion. Where's it at, is what I'm saying.
That's not why anyone is here right now, dude.
Fuck all
We're
that.
here.
Then why do you have a mask
Fuck
on?
off.
If you
Capitol building.
Because our conversation isn't about Trump, it's about Black Lives. Where's the $10 billion?
You have on a hat that you said you don't even know why you're wearing it. That says
I'm
Black
supporting-
Voices for. What does it even say? It doesn't even make any sense.
hypothetical
I
black
asked you,
people.
right? Why do you have that? What is that?
I'm sorry, I have a question. When you're talking about the...
Judgment.
You're not any better than anybody.
Hey, I heard you ask about missing money. Are you talking about Building 7?
We're all the same. We're all the same here, guys.
Are you talking about Building 7, sir?
Saying that is not an argument. Saying that doesn't support your case.
You were talking about
I don't know
missing
what
money. Are you talking about Building 7?
Where's the money at? That's what I'm saying. $10 billion.
Which 10 billion?
The one Black Lives Matter raised.
I don't think they raised $10 billion.
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did.
They did?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, did you
You're
know
the
about
press. You're supposed to be able to research that.
I will research that. Do you know about Building 7?
I don't know, but I will see if I can
Research Building 7.
I will.
Support Trump. They pay them to go to his rallies and say like, oh yeah, they pay them.
I saw that documentary.
Granted, there are a bunch of knuckleheads that say like, oh,
Come on, no, it's a school.
Vice President Kirk called the whip today. 2 hours after
At the end of the day, we want justice, we want freedom, and we want to take care of each other. That's all I'm saying.
Why?
I want to have the freedom to take care of my brothers over there on that corner.
Election fraud?
if you really want to just wear a black face mask, just like a plain face mask.
Okay,
You
but
know what I mean?
Well, the deal.
9% my
I've
battery
seen this
left.
up front. Over there were I want you to take a trip with me. I've seen it up front. We can't keep it up. These guys got to go.
Mike Matter said this.
I got to go.
No, no, here's the
Look,
bar.
at the end of the day, we're here to talk to you. We're here to talk to you. Let's go, brothers.
I agree with you.
I love all of you guys. I don't even care what you guys say. I love all of you guys. I love all of you guys.
That's great.
Hey, can I get a picture of you?
But that's not an argument. It's still not an argument. I'm not going to give you a fist bump. We're not making an argument.
You're my brother.
That's great. That's
You just got cut up twice, man, and you just said you only cuss at home. Come on now. Anyway, moving forward, you said you went to a BLM protest and it was BS. Why was it BS? And tell me
I said because I know it's fine. I forget his first name. I respect you. I give you.
You forget George Floyd's first name.
Yeah, so, wait.
How do you not know
So
his
that
name?
protest was BS?
Let's actually talk.
How do you
I have a
life
too.
You have a life.
protest
Wait,
is not
hold
BS to
on.
me.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
I came to the
Hold.
protest.
Wait, you're saying
I thought
you have a life too, so other people shouldn't be protesting because they don't have a
not what
life?
I meant.
That's what it sounded
So
like.
tell me, what
You've heard George Floyd. You've heard George.
Tell me why it was BS or why you have a life.
How
Yeah.
Tell me why. Why did you go in the first place?
I want to hear this.
Because I thought it was a very
Still finding out. So I
trying to find the right
We're
word.
not still finding out.
Should not have happened in the first place. I believe
Ideally, they're certifying
the
a
killing of
murder?
an yes,
tonight.
murder.
There's
Trying to find the
no
right
way
word.
the vote isn't going
A
to be
legal
certified.
murder.
Regardless, we know.
But like, you
The
know,
murder of
Yeah, no.
okay.
Yes, murder of George Floyd. Oh, okay, thank you. George
he
Floyd.
just told you that. Okay, just,
Three people are talking to me.
what's your point? What's your point?
What else? Why you
You're telling us why you went to the George Floyd protest.
Yeah.
Because I thought the murder was wrong. I supported that, and I know that all of that has been going on a lot, and there's many protests, but we really need that to change. However, I did not support them defunding the police. The police force is very important.
That, however, really strikes a chord with me, brother.
I'm just wondering, this is all we need.
Yes.
Who killed George Floyd?
Police officer.
And then what we were trying to discuss is defunding is not abolishing.
Present
Who
your
was
evidence.
after that? Why did Trump look sorry?
After that.
Who was also murdered after him?
No, that was
Give me
before.
some other names. Since you think Black Lives Matter, give me some other names.
Breonna Taylor, Tamir Rice.
Ahmaud Arbery. Who else?
Dude,
Elijah
we got
Muhammad.
fucking.
I don't know.
The list goes on and on.
We got a
That's a very long
list
list.
for
Yeah,
days.
it's on. It's on. So I personally don't.
So you saying that it's you're saying it's wrong for us
They're
to
not the only ones being killed by this.
Carol Funk on
That's what we
YouTube,
need
on
to understand.
Facebook. Carol Funk's Facebook Live. What is this on televised media?
Off Meta Media.
Off Meta Media?
Yeah, hi.
On YouTube?
Oh, hi. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah,
So what you're saying, and then you're accusing us of not
Missed
paying
a lot of the
attention.
craziness in here.
My point would be, regardless of race,
Oh, wow. Hi.
somebody lives unjustly.
I was in Fort Collins most of the day.
Oh,
But that doesn't make every cop or every
That
cop
doesn't
bad.
make sense to me. You just said that other races and ethnicities are doing
Like
other
voting
things,
his
but they're
conscience
doing a
every
great
now and
job.
then
So
against the Republican
that doesn't
agenda.
make any sense to me.
No.
It doesn't.
What about everything else
There
they
are
do?
definitely bad cops.
There are definitely bad cops.
There's
There's
definitely
always
bad
going to be
people in
bad
every
people,
profession.
but the majority.
The majority.
Yes, the majority.
My problem was when everybody came out during the summer and it was every cop was bad. And every cop is not bad. When I saw ACAB spray painted all over my neighborhood, all cops are bastards. They're not. There's a lot of good people that want to serve and protect, like literally want to protect and help people and keep the community safe. So that I support. Excessive force, I was out here, I got tear gas, and I thought that night was a little excessive.
This is
But,
QAnon you're talking about.
you know, so I think when we generalize and put everybody into one group or another and say that whole
QAnon's
group
different.
is
That's
bad,
a
whether
different
it's because of
pedophile deep
your
state
skin
that you're
color,
talking
your
about.
gender, you know, your profession, that's where I have a problem is,
Because
you know, we need
QAnon
to
is saying
look at every
pedophile deep
situation,
state. You're
evaluate
saying
the facts,
deep state that has at least one
and see
pedophile.
justice.
So what are you saying that it's
wondering
not
if
just the
what
police
you're
officers who
presenting to me is
supported that action?
yes, I heard Pizzagate.
For example, the New York Police Department was on strike and for the unjust murdering of some black race. Now, I have to ask, do you support those police officers? Or do you think that they are also part of the problem?
That went on strike
To support the police officers who had
Making extreme.
You know, I think that's a tough subject
You know what happened
because,
at that pizza parlor?
you know,
a guy
when-
went in with a
when you
gun
have
to
mass
look
strikes,
for the
well,
child sex dungeon, and he found nothing.
Well, that's exactly
What
it.
is
If
that
you're going to
sound?
make extreme
I
claims,
mean, that's your whole point in pursuing that profession is to serve the
You make
people.
the claim without the
So,
evidence.
Yeah,
You're making a claim.
You were ready to die on this hill, apparently. There's a pedophile sex ghost in the government. Yet, you're saying the evidence will come later.
and I don't trust the government. That may be true.
Okay. Yeah,
On Facebook right now. I mean, I got my YouTube channel. So I have to stream on Facebook. And then I upload it.
How did you go?
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
subscribe to me, honey.
I will. I'll
I'm
find you.
subscribed to you.
I know you did. Back in early 225 days ago.
Yeah, I know.
Melissa.
Hey. Hey. Are you ghostwriting?
And not just like, not just side group.
I'm Carol. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I thought it was fine. I don't have a but anyway, I know.
Trapped on people's bodies.
Yeah.
Tell them guys.
Yeah. When I got here, there were two that were directed. The Proud Boys were meeting in a group down Sherman and 14th, or 13th, and they were walking back.
I know. We're all like, oh, we were like, Luckily, thank God.
So, did I tell you the story about when I was in 6th grade? We went on a field trip to the Capitol, the Denver Capitol, and we climbed to the top. There's a spiral staircase all the way up to the top, and it's covered. The ceiling is covered with gold leaf. Pretty crazy. So, yeah. There we go.
You can't eliminate where you have access to the internet to show me anything, and I want you to show me the evidence that that's wrong. I got in my
Every police officer wants to learn someone who's got a Twitter. You have to realize that the problem is systemic. And this is what
I don't agree. That's the problem. I don't agree. That would be like somebody saying, "Oh well, look at all these guys that kill people or stole things or burn houses down, and they're of this race. So everybody of that race is bad." That is a ridiculous thing to say, because that's
We're talking about
it doesn't matter if I chose it or if it was chosen for me. You cannot generalize. You cannot say all of these people are bad because some of these people are bad.
Can you say that about Nazis?
That's a difference, because that actually was the purpose. Was evil. I don't believe police are evil. The purpose of police is not evil.
You're talking about an ideal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Don't you think
have yeah, we don't need the police.
We don't need the police for a lot. We do need some communication. Because right? But this is all wrong. What is going on? What is all wrong? And it's been militarized.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Look at the statistics.
Yeah.
We're spending our tax dollars on just terrorizing the community.
That's true. That's FBI.
Have you ever had the cops called on you?
Yeah.
What was the reason?
Yeah, I've had
Actually, it was pretty much just yelling in my face.
Okay, so it's okay. You had the cops calling you before.
I was involved in their taping. I don't want to tell them myself.
Okay, for you. What happened after that? Did they talk to you? Did you get arrested? Or did you just kept them
Talk to
moving?
me, it was a walk.
It was a warning.
Yeah, no, I got taken down.
It's just a small...
So have you experienced police brutality?
No, I didn't personally. And my experiences don't matter, because my experience might be different from your experiences or anybody's experiences. Bad stuff happens. I won't argue that. I totally agree with that. That's kind of one of my points. Is accountability in our justice system should be there, regardless of if you wear a badge or a bandana and you're robbing a grocery store, liquor store, or whatever. Accountability. If you do something wrong, you shouldn't get a pass because of who you are or what you did.
Right.
It should be.
Let's change it up.
These are the facts, and you need to, pay for what you did. So that I definitely believe in that.
For example, with Elijah McClain, do you know about his case?
I do some, yeah.
What about it do you know?
I've learned the opposite.
Well, what I don't want to say facts, but what I knew, he was in the store and he was all, face mask in the middle of the summer and jacket a whole bit, and they tried to detain him because they were called to, suspicious activity, yada yada. And he was trying to get away and not complying and whatnot. And so they, were detaining him and then gave him the thing to calm him down, and then ended up in his life. So it's a tragic case.
It is very tragic. And do you know if the cops have been arrested or not?
No. Well, I know that they did an investigation and that they cleared him of wrongdoing in that situation.
Yeah, the cops
And
aren't
that was
arrested.
I think in 2019.
2019, yeah. The cops aren't arrested. Would you feel safe? Well, actually, I don't even think I can ask you that question. I personally don't feel safe with cops that have murdered a black man to still protect and serve our county.
No, I get that. And again, your experience is probably going to be different, or how
Can
you
I
feel about
can
it.
I say something? So when I have 4 children, and my older children, I have 4 older, my older children, when they were growing up in my little white suburban bubble, I told them, and it was true in my case, if you need help, go find a cop, right? And then I found out about Elijah, and I realized that as a parent, I was telling my children to go find the cops, and as a black parent, they're telling their children every day how to survive, to walk out the door, to not be killed when they see a police officer. They have to say, yes sir, do everything they want, then go over a list with them of how to survive their encounter with a police officer. And that just really changed my life. Changed my life.
And I get
And
that.
also I have personal experience with my son needing a mental health call. It was a crisis. Like, they came out to my house in an ambulance for me and the cops for my son. And what really needed to be what happened is an ambulance for him, an ambulance for me, and no cops with no guns. So and luckily I had a white son. Because when they came into the house with their guns drawn, he didn't get shot, right? So, but now, because of his mental health issues, he's got to go. He's 2 years of probation, all this kind of legal issues that he shouldn't have had to go through. Because I had to call. Because I called 911. I didn't know of anything different. We don't have the right choices. We need, if there's somebody that has a homelessness problem, you don't call the cops. If you have somebody that has a mental health issue, you don't call the cops. If you have somebody, it's just, we need community policing, I think. I think we need community policing. People that actually care about the community, that live in the community, should be policing the community. It's all our system is wrong. It's wrong because it was based on slave catchers, and it hasn't changed much. In fact, they have the same symbol on their belts from back then. So yeah.
At the end of the day,
I'm sorry, I just had to say that.
Do something about it. You want to know why we think that? It's because
why don't you go support those friends then?
That's what I'm
saying.
That's what
Want us all to be on the same side? I have a mask on my phone. Are you going to take that off for me?
I mean,
I
think
you want to switch? So hold on. So the Secretary of
you
State.
have to see over the past 6 months, the black police is
This guy probably seen it.
All I gotta say is just answer the question.
Here's the Secretary
I think
of State.
people are more apt
Yeah, so what is he?
to
Congressman, Director of the Central Intelligence.
to understand and listen, and be more empathetic. Everybody has, we're all formed by our life experiences. So that's why I say your viewpoint might be different from mine, because I am a white guy and you're a black guy. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. I just think we need to keep moving in that direction where it doesn't matter. And
Will this conversation take a better turn?
oh yeah, this is awesome. I'm enjoying this immensely.
Was it a better turn?
Absolutely.
Did we figure out why we protested?
No, I mean, we all have different viewpoints, like I was saying, based on what we've experienced in life, and who we are, and all that. But we all need to, embrace the same ideals. And that's, no matter what you look like, no matter what I look like, we should be judged on who we are, how we act. I mean, Martin Luther King, judged on the content of our character. And that's part of the problem. I don't think we're all the way there yet on either side, because I've gotten, racism coming my way, and I'm not crying about it. whatever. But just because I'm white, there's certain assumptions that are made, and I have to disprove them and overcome them.
You said that you've had racism come
Reverse. Yeah.
Have you felt that like you were oppressed?
Is that a good thing?
No.
The president doesn't know
So why do you
No,
think
it was just, people being unkind and whatnot.
unkind.
So, yeah, that's why I said I'm not crying about
I don't
it.
know what you're talking about, but it's like he actually, you know what I mean? He gives a fuck about.
Yeah, I mean, I have a black son and 5 Mexican kids.
We didn't need to say that.
No, it's important to know.
No,
because
that's the
I have
comment. It's like,
seen.
oh, my girlfriend is a black.
No,
You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, that's
People
the
say,
common
in fact, that was part of the comments about me. Oh, you're hiding behind your kids. But I've seen certain things happen to my kids because of who they are and what they look like and whatnot. And, like my son has definitely been wild and, certain assumptions made about him always happen about that just by his appearance. So I don't understand personally, but by close observation. And, I just think it's important that everybody try to understand, where everybody else is coming from so that we can, I don't know if we'll ever get to the point where our society is colorblind, but, hopefully we'll get close. And hopefully it'll get to the point where, we don't not like somebody because of how they look or what culture they come from, that kind of thing. That's the goal.
Why did you call African
My family. My family.
Wait, dude.
Kid walking by.
How would you like it? How would you like it if I came up with No, it is real. Hold on.
That's fake news.
One second. He's not going to believe everything. He's like,
No, it's not even that. You're saying that my uncle, my family is a bunch of rapists.
Okay, so
and drug
all of these instances of him being a black person, you're saying that African countries are shitty racist, and him saying that Mexicans are racist, and him being a misogynist.
Please, I don't want to sing. I have really bad asthma.
No, I want you to. How can all of those things? How are you?
Alright. I'm sorry. Are we losing it or are we good?
We just got to put his mask up for 5 hours.
Do you know Cats.com?
Do I know what?
Cats.com?
CATS, not COTS. Cats.com. Like therapy concept?
Oh, they know.
No, they've been helping they've been actually the last 2 weeks they've been feeding the community, doing feeds every night, feeding the community.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so anyway, I was just there. They were on 15th and Pearl tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So you were there.
I was over there and I decided to come right here on my way back.
You guys are a handful. How are we doing? I love the.
Doing well.
Yep. So.
Doing well.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
I'm a Unitarian Universalist minister, that's
yes.
why.
Yes. Well, do you mind being on camera? All right. I want to look at you.
But I can't hear very well.
I know. That's okay. I just said, do you mind being on camera?
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, where to go? Oh. Hey. Ashira. Ashira. Good night, sweetie. Bye, sweetie. Okay, I'll see you. I'll see you Sunday, huh? Come down to the 16th Street Mall for the meal at 9:30 a.m. Sunday morning at 16th and Curtis. I'll text it to you. I'll message you. Bye bye, Sue. Okay, so I'm gonna go. What is this? What is this?
Yes.
When we say when. What does it say? All freedom and love don't come together. Love the first president that came out of work in 3 decades. So, anyway, well, interesting conversations tonight. I think I'm gonna go and go home. So anyway, love you guys. Take care. Remember, we have a duty to fight for our freedoms. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. There's nothing to lose but our came. So, love you.